It is known as the cancer you can catch, which is why many who get it don't talk about it.
Tonight, however, as new guidelines change for a vaccine to prevent it, a co-worker at one of our sister stations is trying to change that. Liz Bonus shares his story of survival.
Marine for sure.
His name is Nick Genty, and for 8 years he has tirelessly led a team of reporters, producers, and many others in daily news coverage as the news director for our Sinclair television station KATV in Little Rock, Arkansas. When I met him by Skype, he told me just a few months ago,
I noticed I had a lump in the right side of my throat.
It turned out Nick had a stone, he was told, in his salivary gland. His doctor then referred him to a surgeon for what he thought would be a routine removal, but
when he opened me up, he noticed that I had a tumor on my right tonsil.
That tumor could have cost Nick his life. Luckily, a throat surgeon close by was called in immediately and
was able to remove the tonsil, part of the back of my throat, and part of my tongue. It was stage 3 cancer at that point.
A stage 3 throat cancer that left Nick needing intensive chemotherapy and radiation for months that followed.
It's a real scary time.
Never a smoker or a drinker, Nick said, his medical team began exploring what may have caused his cancer. Tumors can now be tested for a number of things to help with targeted treatment.
Head and neck cancer can be caused by a number of things, including smoking and alcohol, but also a number of our head and neck cancers that we treat are related to the virus called HPV.
HPV, or the human papillomavirus. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention now says it's the most common sexually transmitted infection in the United States. It also, according to Dr. Vanita Takiar, a head and neck cancer specialist, can cause cancer in the back of the throat, including at the base of the tongue and tonsils. Sure enough, Nick says his cancer team discovered
it was the HPV virus that caused it, and they're seeing so much more of that in my generation.
Something that, with the help of a vaccine he recently found out, could have been prevented. For years, the HPV vaccine has been recommended for early teens and young adults, but now?
Recently, the recommendation was increased to age 45, so that makes a whole lot more people eligible to receive the vaccine.
It also is one of the main reasons Nick is now sharing his story of survival. I am thrilled that you are talking about this cancer. You know, there's sort of an idea that because it may be lifestyle related, there's something, that should be hidden about it. So what is it that you really feel like we should share to put it to the forefront? This can happen to anyone, can it not?
Absolutely. And there are so many people that have gone through this. It's not uncommon. It's nothing you should be, ashamed of. It becomes part of life.
Liz Bonus, Local 12 News.
By the way, Nick's latest test came back cancer-free.
Good news.